Hey, Gracie.
What's up?
What's dissociative identity disorder?
Well, dissociative identity disorder is formally known as multiple personality disorder. The disorder is characterized by alternating between multiple identities. A person may feel like one or more voices are trying to take control in their head. Often, these identities have unique names, characteristics, mannerisms, and voices. People with DID will experience gaps in memories of everyday events, personal information, and trauma. Women are actually more likely to get this disorder, and men are often able to have this, but they will deny their symptoms and trauma histories because of embarrassment, and will commonly exhibit more violent behavior rather than amnesia or fugue states. This can lead to elevated false negative diagnoses.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Gracie, I researched and found some symptoms of this disorder.
Ooh.
So some symptoms are significant memory loss of specific times, people, and events, out-of-body experiences such as feeling as though you're watching a movie of yourself, mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, and thoughts of suicide, a sense of detachment from your emotions or emotional numbness, a lack of sense of self-identity, significant stress or problems in your relationship, work, or other important areas of your life, inability to cope with emotional and professional stress.
That sounds serious. What causes it?
Well, actually, childhood trauma, abuse, sexual, physical, or emotional abuse, neglect, PTSD, important early loss, like a death of a parent, serious medical illness, overwhelming stressful events, war, natural disasters. All of these can cause this disorder. Hey, Gracie.
What's up?
What's the history behind this disorder?
Well, in 1791, the first detailed account was recorded. A 20-year-old German woman began to speak perfect French and behave like a perfect French aristocrat. She spoke German with a French accent, and when she was the French woman, she remembered everything, but as the German woman, she didn't remember anything or have any knowledge of the French woman.
Interesting.
Yeah. In the time between 1880 and 1920, this disorder was very much studied. 67% of all known cases had been reported during that time, and since then they have fell off dramatically, perhaps due to the increased diagnosis of schizophrenia or due to the rise of our man Freud.
Interesting.
Isabel?
Yeah.
Did you happen to do any research about how this is diagnosed?
I did, Gracie. Doctors diagnose dissociative disorders based on a review of symptoms and personal history. A doctor may perform tests to rule out physical condition that can cause symptoms, such as memory loss and a sense of unreality. For example, head injuries, brain lesions or tumors, sleep deprivation, or intoxication. If physical causes are ruled out, a mental health specialist is often consulted to make an evaluation. Is there any way to cure this disorder?
Well, although there is no definite cure, there are many ways to help with it. Doctors may prescribe antidepressants, antipsychotics, or anti-anxiety medicine to evade symptoms, and many therapies are also available, such as psychotherapy. Different psychotherapies are used to treat dissociative episodes to decrease symptom frequency and improve coping strategies for the experience of dissociation. Some of the more common therapies include cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps change the negative thinking and behavior associated with depression, dialectical behavior therapy, which focuses on teaching coping skills to combat destructive urges, regulate emotions, and improve relationships while adding validation. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing is designed to alleviate the distress associated with traumatic memories. These all may help with the disease.
Chrissy, I don't want you doing the strawberries.
I can wash them though, right?
And Papa, he has to have his coffee.
They're my mom does.
And Chrissy wants to have her juice.
I want to know where the pink donuts are.
Breakfast time is a busy time at the Patillo home. The only place busier than the kitchen is Christine Patillo's mind.
I'm just extra special.
Tristan, you are extra special.
I love you. I love you. But they love me.
What do we have going?
Cindy was just out.
Christine has 6 other personalities called alters
Am I Aunt Annie?
living inside her head.
You don't like blueberries in your pancakes either, do you?
I don't actually mind them. She despises fruit.
All distinct and different, all with their own voice.
I can hear them if I'm paying attention. They can look out through my eyes and they can see what's ever in my peripheral.
Dada, one more.
Sure.
Try it out.
That is 2-year-old Cindy. The rest of the gang, as they're called, will introduce themselves.
I'm Christine.
I'm Christy. I'm Tristan, the lone male.
I'm she. I am Q. I do all the beads. I'm Rim.
Christine has dissociative identity disorder, formerly known as multiple personality disorder. It's recognized by the American Psychiatric Association and affects just a fraction of 1% of the population.
I, of course, always get to play.
Who's my wife gonna partner up with?
I'll be the shuffler.
Doctors say Christine's brain got shuffled, fractured is the clinical term, when she was a little girl.
I just seem to be going the wrong direction all the time.
And that's different from when?
Funny.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Here, shebang.
That didn't work out well for me at all.
Christine suffered physical and emotional abuse from her father throughout her childhood and what can be politely described as torturous sexual abuse at the hands of a neighbor from the ages of 7 to 9. Her childhood, a cruel game of survival.
That was complete being imprisoned in my mind.
Drawings Christine did in therapy show the violent battles inside her head. Doctors say when the brain can't handle any more abuse, it fractures into different personalities, and each one often serves a purpose. Instead of Christine suffering the sexual abuse, Rim, a tough tomboy, would appear and absorb the shame. The alter She, a gruff 30-year-old lesbian, would come out and take on the abuse from Christine's father. But as Christine got older, the personalities that once protected her turned.
There's a little bit of a triangle scar from a tip of an iron.
Rim led Christine to the dangerous world of drugs and promiscuity. Christine waking in places with people she didn't remember. Alter She was the worst abuser.
And we have a scar on in our hairline from when she smashed a picture frame. She used to smash pots and pans on us, and we'd have really big gnarly bruises and burns. Burning was a big thing.
It went on for years.
It's so frightening to feel like you don't have access to your mind or can keep control, or that people think that you're a freak or that something's going on.
It's been a trying 26 years of marriage, to say the least, for Christopher. The couple never had children because between Christopher, Christine, and her 6 other personalities, 8 was enough. He's been husband, father, friend, and enemy, often all within the same 60-second span. The diagnosis 10 years ago answered a lot of questions for him. One question, however, never needed answering.
Why did you stay?
This is my life, and this is my wife, and it's a beautiful thing, and I love being on the journey with her. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on.
Come on, Dixie girl.
Let's go for a walk, Dixie. Come on.
After 2 decades of therapy, Christine has come to control the people living in her head.
But all is well.
It is.
The abuse from her other personalities has stopped, and Christine lives a relatively routine life. In fact, the alters are actually helping her to better integrate into society.
These are my bead people. Everything I make is one of a kind.
This is Q, who has started her own small business selling beaded jewelry. Christine watches Q do this from inside her own head and feels inspired to do more in public herself. For Q, it's more about changing others, not the 6 alters.
Different is uncomfortable for a lot of people, and we're just trying to make our different not be so spooky or so confusing to people.
One major step in that direction, the book Christine has written about her experience. One face with 7 voices, hoping to bring understanding and acceptance to a disorder so hard to comprehend.
We're at a place where we can be in society as a person with multiple personalities, and that we have an ability to talk to people and help them become more aware about a condition that is confusing and terrifying to people sometimes.
Is that my puppy?
Ultimately, many with this illness hope to meld all the personalities back into one so they can lead a so-called normal life.
Cloud of butterflies above a purple lilac bush.
But for the Patillos, this is normal, and this is the way they'll stay.
It is my family, and it is a family that I would never want to lose.
Yes, I have a wonderful husband, I have great friends, and we've got to meet some amazing people on this journey, and we're just beginning.
And she's just a normal person, and she just has all these people that live inside her.
We hope that one day, with research, they can find a real cure.
But unfortunately, our time has come to an end.
Bye!